Welcome to this video on the best breathing exercise I've ever come across. And I want to tell you kind of the process of what brought me to this exercise, and then I'll show it to you. So basically, I was suffering a lot of pain in my hip and kind of lower back, and actually in my shoulders and through here as well, and for several years. And I went to a physiotherapist, and Andrew, the physio, he's here in Edmonton, Alberta. He's brilliant, so highly recommend him. You can message me if you want to get a hold of him. And basically, he said that belly breathing and was one of the reasons why I was feeling so much pain, and also the fact that yoga was teaching me to get my shoulders back and down, and my actual shoulder blades were about an inch or two below where they're actually supposed to be. They're supposed to be higher up. So I've been working with him for the last almost 5 or 6 months, working on these things, and the breathing that he showed me, kind of the opposite to belly breathing. It has been really revolutionary for myself, but it's also very similar to stuff I've learned in Pilates. Sometimes in yoga, I've come across this breathing. And so I really, yeah, that's it. That's what I want to show you. So I'm going to stop this video and we'll move to the floor and I'll show it to you. Here we are on the floor. I have a chair here that I'm going to put my feet up on, my legs. So you want to lay down on your back, get your feet up on a chair, and then lay down. And I'll adjust this. This is so awkward. Fun. Okay, here we go. So in this position, I want you to sing just like a little bit, and I want you to breathe into your belly. So kind of like the opposite of what we're gonna do. Just breathe in and go, "Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you." And I want you to just be aware of like what's going on in your throat, right? What's happening there with your throat? Does it feel tight? Like, how do you feel in your body? Happy birthday. Just kind of doing it without really thinking about it. So now what I want you to do is think about your belly, and think about you want to have your back flat on the floor. So you don't want to be curving your pelvis this way, but bringing your pelvis around so that your back is nice and flat on the floor. And you want to breathe out when you breathe out, let your belly fall to the floor. So breathing out and letting your belly fall down. And I feel a little bit like my shoulders are kind of rounding forward. Eventually you don't want that to happen, but let your belly fall to the floor. And then keep it there. And then when you do breathe in, feel like you're breathing into your side ribs down here. Yes, into here and into your lower back and into your sides. Basically right where you think your ribs would be or your bra strap would be. Yeah? So you're breathing into there and keeping your belly nice and flat. So let your belly fall and then just breathe in into your back, into your sides, and feeling that expansion there, and taking in a few breaths. Eventually, he had me doing some exercises with my legs, but I think for our purposes and for singing, this is just brilliant. So, keeping your belly flat and letting the breath expand there. Good. Now, this is going to lift a little bit. And you might feel kind of like rock solid about it. But now, as I've done it for a couple of months, feels like it's engaged a little bit, but not like tense. And what's really brilliant about this is that when your belly is in, your ribs and your chest can really expand. And when you think about, when you kind of go back in singing and bel canto, they do talk about the chest, the appoggio, and your chest opening up. And I think this is really what they're talking about. Appoggio, or the blossoming mountain, but really feeling it into your back and your sides. So now try belly breathing and try to breathe there. It just feels really tense. But when you let go of your belly and let it drop, or engage it inwards, this is really free to do its work. So let's try happy birthday again. Your belly is down to the floor. You're breathing into here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And what my students have found is that their larynx has really relaxed afterwards, that the tension that they had here is gone. And singing becomes very effortless and very natural. So that's why I wanted to share this exercise with you. It does start to feel a little bit different as you sit up. So as you sit up, you want to feel like your belly is going in a little bit, and then really feel that expansion across your back and your sides, and like all that effort is going into there. I feel like I'm dropping my chest a little bit just because I really lifted my chest a lot and stuck out my belly. And so it feels really good to drop my chest and really feel like my back and my side ribs are doing the work as my belly. Good. And now try singing happy birthday here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Good. So, another something I ran across when I was doing a course last summer through the New England Conservatory, and Bozeman said this, is that when your belly is firm and your chest is opening up, the pressure naturally just equalizes itself at your throat. But when your chest and your belly is engaged inwards, there's too much pressure on your throat and things go wrong. Or if you're like too stuck out like this, but this, right, when you lift your chest and really stick out your belly, it kind of gives the wrong kind of pressure again at your throat. But when your belly is going in and your chest is opening up, everything just naturally equalizes itself, and singing becomes really quite effortless, or at least that's the point. So I hope you find this helpful, and please comment below. And I have a daily warm-up group that I do with my students right now. So if you're interested in that, it's $10 a month and you can join. It's 9:30 in the morning. We do mountain time. We do a vocal warm-up, and then people can ask questions afterwards. We had a big discussion this morning about this exercise, and some people have heard about like been taught belly breathing their whole lives, and like, ooh, this is very radical. You can access that through my website, singingwithron.com. So thank you for joining me today, and have a good one. I hope this helped.